to oblivion.
Hello. Audio test. That's good enough. Okay. Why am I farming for Duncan? Honestly, because I don't know what else to farm for, so I might as well just stock up in material just in case I do need them to build them up. So no particular reason, to be fair. Just to use the power, just so I can claim my dailies and get my shit done. Assignment complete. Welcome to day 733. That's about it. Today we'll finish 100%. We'll finish I'm worried what the fuck this is. 100% will finish the story mode. Everything done, right? Yeah. Let me quickly check my Star Rail World. Let's see how's my team going. GG. Sign a card for me. Or they request. Sure, I'm fine with that. This is a lot. Okay. Oh, 600. Okay, I need everyone else to be 600 or so. For that, clear this. Nice. Let's see what this one is. One day scroll will give you a souvenir, a butterfly made of gear. This part functions similar to all. Already seen it before. Complete one guest occurrence. Level up. 140. I'm gonna wait for one more occurrence and then it can be done. Honestly, this is a good event. This is a good event. Just so I wish there's like more interactability. Right? Right now it's currently pretty. I feel like the moment you finish the initial hurdle of the grind, the rest is just you just keep waiting and grinding. Everything else is like very monotonous, the same old. Right? There's no like difference once you reach a certain point. I think it's like if you do this akin to like cookie clicker, Lately, I think Cookie Clicker have like mini game added to it. If you unlock like certain threshold, right, you can like participate in like some stock market or whatnot to try to get more. I guess these also have like Albert and the guest occurrence and whatnot. But that's about it, right? There's like nothing much else other than those. Receive mail from Interactive inventing a price specification group of Max. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think I went through every single one of the special occurrence already. This should be, oh, there should be one more occurrence. I guess finish the days. I already reached this far, might as well finish the day, right? Oh, look at it, I have so much like jam. It's kind of stupid that not to use them. But it's like also, why do I have so much? I think that is all. Complete guest occurrence one more time. Once this is done, you can upgrade my research and then I'll leave it AFK for another like 10 years. Oh, the website, sorry, the browser thingy led us to the playlist of the second anniversary animation. Iwi. Okay. So the day is over. Boom. Not bad. There's so many days left. I guess the objective is to reach them to reach the research to 99. Question mark. Is it even possible to reach it that far? Is this like the best combination? I think so. Either way, I'm lazy to switch it out. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Now we move back to the main game of the game. Before that, let me make sure. Okay, hear them talk. Might be a bit too loud. We'll see. Last time on Honkai Star Rail, let me recall what happened. We finished reaching to the, I guess, the peak of Stysia. We have a chat with Trien about, no, mainly Trien just giving us the gift, which is apparently the field, the key to find death. That part I'm still like about, but whatever. It's a very sweet moment for them to reunite anyways. We resurrect? No, we just awaken Pollux, which is the dragon form of Policia, which is the sister of Catherine, which is the prophesized person of being Thanatos. And in order to be Thanatos, they need to sacrifice, and Catherine was the sacrificial lamb to lead Pollux or Policia to become Thanatos. Then they decide to resurrect Catherine again, but at a price of needing to become a dragon, I think. That's why there's a dragon form. After that, they reunited in the Nether Realm. And the whole reason why we do this is because obviously the Trailblazer is dying, and also apparently her soul, her spiritual body is blocking death to pass on, because Thanatos have two hands. One of the hand grant death passage, another one deny, and Policia have the deny hand while Catherine have the death hand. So that's why they cannot enter the realm, because the what you call the border guard can only deny people, right? So I think that was what is being told, and they chatted a bit, and it seemed like in order to fulfill the current prophecy, another sacrifice need to be done, and hence it seems like Policia might be the one as the lamb in order for Catherine to get the core flame of death. Yes. Meanwhile, Anaza is like doing something which I still have no idea what the fuck is going on, so we will find out now. The citizen assembly on the matter of pausing the flame chase journey is coming to an end. Soon everyone will witness that what vote decided tomorrow they will experience. Your 15 entry hours are done, right? Anaza is gonna explode by the end of this. So that's neat. I have not watched the Anaza trailer.
You're
because
tired.
I worry.
Just find a place to sit down for a while.
I worry the trailer has spoiler on the story of Anaza, so I'm not gonna watch it until I finish the story. So I generally no idea what is gonna go happen. It's a very long path to go.
Fine.
Go.
So they are leaving the final debate to him.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the people!
Yeah.
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Apparently so.
Akaba has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium. So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh.
Uh-huh.
That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, and don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
美瑟瑟瑟是手手手，洗手 ，military runner。Finally here, the last speaker for why it is no voice. The last assembly for the assembly will be taken to the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Ladies and has reserved a special seat for you. Shall I show it to you? This way.
I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are, but I'll let the review say.
Chicha, chicha, chicha. Silence.
Thank you.
It's unnecessarily long fucking chapter.
Citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Penniless?
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
Can this dude really face down kindness? I actually don't necessarily
Chicha, 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 chicha. I'm moving past this.
By carefully above. Dear citizens of Akima,
Where's your mic?
as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time.
Uh-huh.
It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise,
Paradise?
far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't. Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the black tide. My beloved home is no more. I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba. He was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her.
How the fuck you know all
And
this, by
what
the way?
of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Fine? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity Con, Akuma will return to an era Kreutzia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming. By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Lies! If
Lies.
such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this.
Use your brain
Are
for a
we able
second.
to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No. This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity.
Calamity.
With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
Vermin?
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity?
Ooh, that
They
rhyme.
attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power? Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Trebios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. The Christ of Fire. Only our vengeance mine. I don't understand. I'll never believe.
Pog. Oh, the fuck was that? In Albro, representative leader from the different city in Alchema throw pieces of pottery into the Dolium.
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for the continuation of the flame chase journey, and those who demand its suspension.
Okay, I just also realized, why do the Christnos Air bother about them again? If they do say like, bring down the flame chase journey, can't they just ignore it and just continue doing what they do? I imagine they don't want to because they'll get kicked out of Okema. But then why not just transfer their base or operation into somewhere else that does need it, right? Like what if they all just go to the Grove? I feel like unless there's a reason they are binded to the council, I don't see why wouldn't they just get out of there.
Each faction holds an equal.
I mean, obviously, of course, we have to take into account of the they basically spend their whole life there at this point. So it's like you're essentially living your own home, your own country. Just because the people there don't want you there. Hard to say.
Share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
What a shocker.
As expected, this is the moment when the flame chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
I feel like that's invalid way of
Is there
doing vote.
anyone else who hasn't voted?
Unless it's a public vote where you can actually see.
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will break this imbalance.
Must be a public vote then. That you can see the current vote
I
count.
have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
Then again, I guess Okema is the only like proper city state left that gets shielded. So if they cancel it and they kick out the authority, because obviously there's that. Yeah, I guess they just kick out, and it essentially lead to a whole huge problem, because without the protection of Agalia, the whole city will fall, and essentially they will lose majority of their support and their power, even as the Christnos Air themselves. So I see a reason why they need to protect their status of the continuing their flame chase journey.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move.
Also, I call this bullshit. That the vote cut become 50-50 and require
Thank you
one
all
person
for
vote to
your
change it.
patience.
I find it
On
weird.
behalf of
I
the
always
seven
find it weird
sages
whenever
that grow from
any
Epic
media or game
and
does
the
it.
scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote.
Especially like there's a I'm back? Question mark? Hello. Am I back? Okay. I don't know why the internet went out for a second. Or the OBS went off for a second. I don't think I missed much.
Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the assembly, regardless of outcome? Assembly, regardless of outcome.
Completely
In
forgot
the
what I want to say.
interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Silence. Well, kind of very bad at breaking rule number 2A.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Casterine? Wait a second. Hold on. Casterine?
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision. We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
What? What? What the fuck was that entire sequence? What? What? Huh? That was what?
You are... Well done, child.
Just as I foresaw, you have achieved great things.
Great.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
So that's a weird one
Respect
to
you immensely, sir.
compare to.
But
you cherish the truth even more.
Oh, my bad.
So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. I must be on my way now. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Silence.
Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof.
You're just gonna explode.
For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase Journey and nothing else!
Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully and to Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
No! Ligus, you can't! Nexa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Bridget is gonna explode in like 10 million times.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints, they are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy. And respect the decision of this assembly. I have observed that Arkema has chosen her destiny. this citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Okay, my only grime, okay, there's a lot of grime, but one of the biggest grime I have with this sequence is that they showcase zero. Unless I have like the worst amnesia ever, I believe they showcase zero of any citizen saying in support or in favor of the flame chase journey. Every heckler, I guess you can say, at the assembly, which I assume is all the person that has voted is in the assembly, the only thing I hear is, oh shit, the flame chase, bring it down or whatnot, yada yada. I never hear a single one of them that say like, no, your point is stupid, flame chase journey should continue, yada yada, right? And it's just that you assume like, right, after the whole final speech, maybe there will be some support, which if there is, it makes sense, right? But they just jump skip ahead into suddenly become a 50-50 vote out of thin air, and then nothing else, right? I find that very, honestly, pretty stupid. And I feel like Anna Zagara's role in this story is also pretty weird. I really enjoy Catherine's side of the story, but I feel like, do they really just use Anazar just so that he can be the quote-unquote final vote person? I like when he's like having a plan to meet with the Titan, and even the whole traveling back and forth from death, even though it's a bit weird and it's like not sure how it works, I feel like that's 10 times more interesting than seeing him doing his whole voting phase in the politics. I feel like this whole politics system can be condensed significantly. I know it's a very big deal and whatnot, but I don't feel the impact enough for being such a big deal, right? Maybe it should just convert this whole into just like one short animated scene. I feel like it will work out quite fine.
You! It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly.
What is this performer up to now? So apropos.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution. Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! What is he getting at? Of course
Chattel.
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure?
For sure.
No? Fine. Next.
You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the flame chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
Intact.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday, and the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow. All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer, and all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
Okay, we know that. Shadow. Yes, blasphemy. Lily yada, hang, hong.
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you, even in our next lives?
Kinda.
Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
Magic.
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with a god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
Blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer,
Blasphemy?
deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
I'm dying, so you might as well die with me.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Oh my god. Okay, let me tell you, this is getting even dumber and dumber.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, Are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
Yes.
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight.
I feel like it's gonna be shattering like in a day.
Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted? This is how it's...
Shut up, shut
Elders
up.
and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Ligus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Yes! That's what we deserve! Agreed! Agreed!
Curse you!
Greed.
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Professor.
Yes, yes, got it. Understandable. Understandable.
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantin on high, may you bring death upon him.
Who the fuck just do a fucking golf clap? What is he here? Like, oh, that guy's dying. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, that was such a fucking weird sequence. Nope, me dead now. A sea of butterfly. Oh, sorry, a sea of flower. Why this place?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Mama Manny, my character arc is finally complete.
You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos himself. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal, but in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emporius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
So wait, you can give the core flame away, but you can still remain as a Titan for the time being. Is that what happening is?
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey. And for your life, the only life I can save.
Okay.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
I believe in you.
What the fuck was going on? I was looking away for 1 second, and I turned back, and apparently there's like a whole fucking voice line that I skipped. Shit. Yo, is this the flashback when you die and you just recall your... Ooh. One day I'll come across again. Ooh.
Lift your chin up high. Step forward.
Trian.
Toward tomorrow.
That's not Trian.
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
I know how this like.
Don't look back.
Come on.
Don't make Castorus regret this.
I was okay. I cool. I know they only showcase the Astral Express, Kafka, Firefly, which is Two of them is Darren Hunter, and 2 of them is Euphorius. We ignore every other character because those are not significant enough.
Show me your courage.
Oh, sorry, 3 of them is Euphorius. Another one, 4.
We shall become heroes together.
Finale. Thank you, Catherine. Since I already made it to the end, maybe I can have one last glance at the sea of flower. Don't turn around, keep looking forward. What if I say no? What the fuck? Fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. He'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. What's this? What in the world?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
No. Goodbye. Let the trailblazing continue. I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together.
Is it called a Steron?
Is it Ornix's final blessing? Or is
How
it
does
a
it
miracle
work
of
then?
your own?
Because I feel like, do I even have a soul? Weird question.
It's truly incredible.
I guess I do have a soul. It's just that my body have a physical steron in it.
So hard to describe.
You assume without the soul, the steron would react differently.
Fulfilling its own design.
I'm talking over you, sorry.
Or perhaps it is the loss from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago.
I like to say fate, but they say destiny, and it have the fucking subtitle of
Cannot
path.
be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
No, not at all, to be fair.
I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought but could never river grasps now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land.
Ooh.
The other shore is very cold. May I borrow your warmth one last time? Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
Bye, Catherine. Presently in Okema.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's as if you...
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words, not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thainan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Ayo?
Please do.
Eh?
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, I have my own reasons for doing this. Until Thainan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the flame chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty ship.
I've long predicted this was the case.
Sorry, there was
I
like
didn't
fucking
think
fly
you'd
in
already
front of me.
lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before. But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Thainan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you. Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission. Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Aranova.
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Glaya, we're back.
Hi-oh.
Come welcome our great hero
Say my
reborn
name?
from the ashes.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
Coffin of Death. Yo, hi. Oh, we need to drop it in this fucking weird thingamabob.
But I don't see Castress among your number.
She died.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She finally understood her origin and completed her trial.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Trinan, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer,
Say my name?
please surrender that scalding cool flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
Okay.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead, and reborn among mortal kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in her good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Yup. Droop. Three left.
The constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Look, it's...
Yo, it's Costa Rica. Is that Catherine?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
Yes. Oh, okay, goodbye.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Castorus... No. The Titan. They said... I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind. It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Dishonor.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next life.
Bye, Anaxa.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Mr. Sis, I've got your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason.
Wait, that's simple, eh?
Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
How should I know?
Oh my.
But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Man, my man is fucking evaporated.
Thankfully, she's still alive. Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
The condition was very similar, it's just that at the time, the Express did not have medical people who could diagnose the condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well.
Oh my god, I just have a inkling feeling. I have this inkling feeling. Oh no, why do I have this inkling feeling? She's gonna wake up, she's gonna have amnesia once again. Oh my god. My brain just suddenly. I swear, if they make it like that, I will murder someone. Her memory will completely wipe clean. I have prepared the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Silver Wolf! Bring it back!
Think about it, Miss Himiko.
Silver Wolf, come
What
on!
will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there's a species of fish on the Vanquak that has memory span of less than a second. It forget everything that occurred in the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen.
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine.
Because it's difficult to imagine
But
when you
an
have short-term memory.
individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
IX?
The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories.
Oh my god.
This is the driving
Is that why
force
Akron was there?
behind the
Akron is
continuance
like,
of
by the
this
way,
path.
someone's going to join the path too.
past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression.
True.
Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice crystals are a manifestation of that.
This was there is one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You guided us to Amphorius but refused to tell us your true intention. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
Yes. I mean no offense, I am merely speculating, but I appreciate your honesty if possible.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the Garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Perfect
A
example?
world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those pathstriders of remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to this star zone is just to uncover the secret and foil the plan of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts.
Remodeling a world is no easy feat. This extreme likely aren't just a simple property. Do they wield the power of elevators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The
That
people
Aeon
that
themselves?
I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
Could they be the one who hijacked March 7 memory?
I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so.
Who was it?
I'm deeply sorry.
Who was it that no one, right? I don't think that time was Black Swan because I remember there's a companion mission, I think with March 7, where we have the whole sequence of going through her past, essentially, like a whole dreamlike sequence in the Zenzo, but I don't think it was triggered by any memo sprite or memo keeper. Sorry
About what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
Dope. What's the wrong?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies.
Has something changed?
It's Fu Li. Their gaze has just swept across Emphorius.
The whole planet is gonna explode now. Herta?
Oh, how interesting.
How interesting indeed.
I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head.
Hey, these are
What's
3.0
even
stuff,
more
man.
interesting is that the word Emphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
It's hard to explain.
Ooh.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
No, not honestly.
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal. Not only does this person know of Emphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Emphorius?
Yo, just joining in.
You're planning to head to Emphorius yourself?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did.
Why not?
See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room.
Sounds
But of
convenient.
course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
Collaborative.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, share the blah 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 with the blah blah blah.
Alright, now that everything is ready,
Oh my god.
mirrors, get to work.
I did not realize there's still like so much.
Madam, watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time. Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
This brat.
Brad?
Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
Crazy, they call him Brad. Hold on. Well,
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Well, this young man sure is courteous. First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta.
they can talk.
The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Emphorius celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, Raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herta. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
True.
As you wish.
Yet? Haven't recognized you yet.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. First mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination, unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off.
Warp activated.
Ah, my eyes.
Oh! So that's Amphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique. Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power. What a magnificent sight! Is this the entrance to Amphorius?
Huh.
Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
In no way Herta is just gonna join in like fucking nonchalantly.
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
What the fuck you say about fucking Dr. Ratio people?
Oh, I finally found your traces.
Oh, it's us.
How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
I feel like I'm already doing that. I guess actually it's not free, it's paid. Oh my god, if it's free.
What's this?
GG.
How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of. Now then, how am I going to get into Amphorius?
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
Grolem?
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias. Lycurgus Ligus.
Ligus.
Alright, Ligus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphorius. Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished. This place will not open its doors so easily.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
What is the whole idea?
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge. But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Oh? I'm all ears.
Her ears start growing.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
That's 2 erudition of fucking...
Oh.
2 animator of erudition
No wonder
here.
I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
Damn.
I assume that you still wish to hear the 3rd logic chain.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third,
You stupid.
even if you exhaust all your means,
That's it. That's the most effective
find a
one.
way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
Consequences.
It concerns the 3rd path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding.
Oh shit, is it the 3rd path review?
The destruction. So, If you ignore my warnings,
that's
and
it.
persist in
It's just
your
destruction.
ways, you will break the shackles of the Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Come on. Interlude? Yeah. My oh my, there are a lot of things I want to say. But okay, first thing first, I knew something is up with that fucking robot. There's no way they make such a fucking unique character design and not have him being much more significant. I thought that's much more significant in terms of the story. Maybe he'll be one of the core Flame Chase Journey member, because we need one person representing each Titan, right? So he could be representing the Titan of the Talentus, the law, right? That's what I presume. I was not expecting that. Oh shit! So there is actually a front door. The front door is guarded by from the way they say, a straight up animator, since they say mutual destruction means they're both in equal strength. Fucking animator of erudition to be guarding the entrance of Amphorius, which also lead to how do we enter Amphorius? Saint must be thinking that he, Legos, must have guaranteed us entry, because there's no other way for us to enter, and there's no other way for them to leave too, right? And third, why is the entrance this area? Why is the entrance similar looking to the vertex of Genesis? Here's my brain thinking, this is actually Amphorius themselves. That's it. In order to get out of Amphorius, in order to, oh god, this entirety is Amphorius. Everyone inside is just a simulation based on just this dream bubble right here. This basin is the entire memory of Amphorius, ripple through, in and out, right? It's a bit stupid, but that's what I feel like. Even if it's not, and it is how Amphorius is, where you, they have to have as a reason why we as Trailblaze can enter, but have a door suddenly appear for Herta. It's interesting seeing the Herta plotline. The March 7 plotline, I'm scared. I'm very scared and worried. Also, the fact that the memo, I like the idea of the garden of recollection people actually actively want to seek out, because if once they're able to gain hold of the planet, they will just use it themselves forever. Which I also said, oh, interesting indeed. The March 7 have the chance of being forgotten is fucking terrifying. That's one thing. Another thing is, how do I say this? The intention of Black Swan. I don't think Black Swan intention fully revealed yet. He just say just work with her for now. So I'm curious of what Black Swan is up to also. There's no way he just, oh, come here because we want to save the thing, right? I feel like it's a bit not untrue, because Black Swan is also one of the memo keeper who love memory, you know, as a person who deep into Akron Brain. Speaking of Akron Brain, why is Akron suddenly appear? Which I find that weird, that of everyone, Akron is the one that appear during this flashback sequence for the Trailblazer. Not only that, I feel like it's this time around, I don't really think, I feel like this one is less impactful or less emotionally engaged for me compared to 3.1. Like, I think the better, obviously the better sequence is Catherine. I love the Catherine sequence. I feel like that is similar to the journey for My Day in the previous story, right? The Agnes Zacharias, the one that fucking imploded in thin air. I don't know, even his departure and whatnot, yes, it's very impactful, very meaningful. I understand now what's his what the fuck he's planning to do, and his answer to seeking the truth and whatnot. I'm sure we can see we will see him again, either through fucking the Nether Realm and whatnot. I no doubt, like how we see Trian again, right? The thing is that I don't know, his departure does not really leave much of a strong note as like Trinan in a previous patch. Mainly it's soiled mainly because of the whole politics sequence. I really don't like that whole sequence. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I understand especially the leading up is, I hate it, right? During the whole election time, I hate it. After the vote casted, the whole explanation, the whole revealing the truth, that part I enjoy. I was like, it's like, even though we as the player know, I like how they actually do try to bring more stake for the other player, for the other heroes of Crisis Air. You actually give more motivation, more incentive for them to actually step up their game and actually do stuff, initiative, especially for Finon and Agalia. One thing I absolutely don't understand is the whole core flame thing. I thought the whole point of the core flame is that you submitted the core flame so there's something else taking place. I do not understand how you can take the DEFCON flame but have like no one hosting it, or unless Catherine is the one hosting it, which is like, then why do we need to take the core flame? Then another thing is that maybe we just need to take the core flame to come here, drop it in there, but as long as someone fulfill the duty of the core flame, is fine, right? So I guess that one is fine for Death, but for Cersus, the knowledge, the reason titan, sorry, who's inheriting that thing? It says Anazagras, but he poof. Unless you're saying that even though he poof, he's still the current titan, which he is. No, but he is, because he have a whole speech about him solving the way of getting his memory back and whatnot. So he is the current titan, or will be the current titan. He's like a demigod, but he's gone. Unless that's not actually his quote-unquote death, he's just sweep away into another realm where only people of reason can go for some reason. That part confused me a lot. But I think, okay, now that I think about it, I think it still remains the same. As long as they eventually transition to the Titan, it should be fine, right? So Catherine will still be Death, Anaza will be Cersus, and who else is who else?
The taste of celestial ambrosia.
Sorry, wrong button.
Pour me a cup, will you?
I hate that you can actually, you're like very fucking chatty. What's wrong? You look so tired. Are you sick? Let me check your forehead. Hey, I could expect too. Spending time with you just made me happy. I feel like I'm buzzing with joy. But if you're alright, if one day really get you down, then I'll stick with you through the dreadful day. Eventually listening to all your complaints story. They are fucking checking your fucking time. I swear. It is currently Monday. It's already past 12 o'clock, so it's already Monday. Holy shit. They are sneaky. They are sneaky. Okay. So obviously you will be Kefele, Cersus, the Reason Titan. So the World Bearer, Reason, Romance, Strife, Death. This should be Trickery. Thanatos. So it should be Cipher. Time. Sorry, not time. Space for the tributes. Law, which I assume is that fella, Legnus. I cannot remember what this one is. This is the Sky, which should be Hyacinth, and everything else there should be Earth, Water, and Time. This is Time, which should be Earth. So these three should be filled. This should be it. There should be 2 more characters we still have not filled in yet. Or no, who is filled in yet? Who else could it be? Danghen and the Flame River. Wait a second, let me cook. Was there another character that was introduced in the trailer of the Amphorius, but we haven't got to know them yet? Probably. They probably have one more, but huh. Overall, it's a decent story for Catherine. A pretty confusing and a weak section for Anazar, which is a shame. I feel like they could do so much more with Anazar, like even more bigger. I thought it would be like a huge, like mega 5-head play, where no one expected it to happen. But that doesn't happen. It's like he does exactly what we presume he'll do, and everything continue as if, right? Oh, the thing that those are already been laid out though. Shockingly, we are very close to the end. Maybe next patch we have to deal with the Flame River and the Law Titan. The Law, because I feel like Lignus would not end just then. There'll be 3.3. No, sorry, 3.3 will be Hyacinth, which is Ocean. Sorry, Sky. But they say the Sky will be the final boss, unless it's not actually the final boss. So we have Hyacinth and Trickery. After that, it could be those two. Huh. So yeah, shockingly, it's almost about done. It is a pretty wild journey so far, and I don't know. This again, I would say maybe if I start from the beginning and non-stop listening to the story until now, it makes much more sense, and I appreciate this current patch story. But as of now, not really. There's a lot of animated sequence I like. Me like it, those animated sequence. The whole death sequence, oh yeah, the whole revival sequence for Gyarados, for Trailblazer, is interesting to say the least. The whole flashback sequence, I understand flashback sequence, but mainly I'm thinking like most of them is from the Steron Hunter, so I guess it's very heavily tied. I feel like we'll have showcased a very heavily tied with the Steron Hunter in this world. But it ended with Archron, which is what? And the whole mem. I hope they really pull off mem well, redemption mem, because as of now, mem is just mem, right? So I hope they really give us the holy shit, no way. Because a lot of us already speculate who Mem could be. I just hope the journey to that point is be very fucking good. Overall, it's like a 6, this patch. It's I don't hate it. Could be better, definitely. Could be cleaned up a lot more too. It just doesn't really give me the right engagement, right? That's about it. Unfortunate, kind of anticlimactic, and also no cliffhanger other than obviously the Herta sequence, showcasing. Oh yeah, the destruction. Oh my god. Yeah, why the fuck is the third part destruction? It makes sense, I guess, because destruction means event. It kind of makes sense because the world is going in infinite loop. It keeps destroying itself just so that it can regain itself again and destroy itself again and whatnot. But really, destruction. Oh shit! Could this mean that at the end of the patch, so at the end of this world, we get an upgraded physical or destruction path? Oh my god, please, please, please. You know how they update character? Do that for fucking the Trailblazer destruction form. Oh my god, they can do this. They should do this. Oh my god, that will be the perfect upgrade. Hoyoverse, please listen to me right now, right? That will be the perfect ending. It's just the finale. We just get the blessing of the destruction once again, and we just upgrade the form. That'll be great. As of now, that is all. Thanks so much for coming by. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, yo.